Okay, so I'm currently on my evening walk right now. It's the 5th of February, and I kind of want to have this video as a reflection for when I look back on it in like a year or more than a year and see how far my life has changed and how things are going. Cuz right now I don't have this long left in the Netherlands, but I do feel like there are things that are working against me, and I kind of want to talk about the whole idea of what is working against you, you know? Like, it really depends on the situation and like on the individual aspects. And for me to just be so fatalistic in a way of saying, oh, things are just working against me, like that to me is just looking at it really surface level, where at the end of the day I still have some kind of control. Like, even though I have a crazy neighbor right now who I'm dealing with, and like the lawyers are getting sorted because he's been banging, like ever since I moved here, he's been banging, knocking for the washing machine being too loud, or like the chair squeaking, or us talking like in our own house. Like, it just feels really, like I just don't feel safe in my own house, you know? But even though this is out of, like, on what, Bibi, like, Bibi, even though I could say, oh, it's out of my control, and in one sense it still has an impact on me, I could still control the way I react to it, you know? Like, the neighbor's response to us I can't control, but I can control how I react to this. So I could never leave my house, be scared shitless, or I can just continue moving forward, but just being more cautious and kind of getting someone else involved, where I feel like that neighbor just doesn't have respect for us, and he just, so yeah, I'm gonna get my my lawyers involved. But then I can also remember and remind myself that there are things that are in my control. So right now I'm continuing to work on my health, my physical journey. So the past month I've lost 4 kilograms, and I'm consistently losing like a kilo a week. So like, yeah, this is my 5th week and I've lost another kilo, so that's going good. And like studying, educating myself, and there are just a lot of things that are in my control. So it's like, and also the way I look at things and the way I look at problems and challenges, like I can look at them in a way of just being like, like that's just God telling me, you know, that's just life, like summoning this upon me, you know. But I would argue that to an extent, the way I react and the way like my behaviors and feelings play together with, like, they are, how do I explain this correctly? It's like I could be feeling like shit one day. Like yesterday I was not feeling my best, because yesterday, like, that's where he came up like 3 times, and I was scared, and that's normal to be scared. Like, I was anxious, and like me and David, my brother, we were like dead silent the whole day. And then I guess at the end of the day I just realized, like, okay, come on, like I'm feeling like this way, I'm feeling like shit, but life goes on. I still have shit to do. My dog still needs to go out, so I could continue shitting myself, I could continue being scared, or I can just get over myself and just continue moving forward. I feel like I'm currently learning to just really separate my feelings and my behaviors. I think I'm in that stage right now where, like, I've always understood this and I've always tried to do this, but there are days when I slip up, and there's days when I don't do that good, and that is obviously, that's still human nature. Like, I'm not expecting myself to be 100% perfect, but I am. That doesn't mean that I can't aim to be that, you know. So what I'm working right now on is really separating my feelings and my actions. By that I mean, like, if I know that I need to go do something, but I just don't feel that way, what makes me feel good about myself is that if I still go do that. If I'm feeling anxious, if I'm feeling scared about the future, instead of me doing nothing about it because I'm anxious or because I'm feeling lazy or tired and just doing nothing, which I've gotten better over the years, but I do want to get better at it, I still go do it. It doesn't matter. I still follow my to-do list, what I set myself the day before. I still have to get over the tasks that I told myself I would do. And yeah, this video is kind of just a reflection of just how I am right now, and I am excited for the future, and I'm excited to see what's gonna change and how I'm gonna grow and develop. But I've also realized, I guess, that there's so much pointless shit that we overthink on that is so irrelevant. So many conversations that we have, so many thoughts that we have, so many things that we overthink on that are so irrelevant. And the more you do, the more busier you get yourself, the more you push yourself, the more uncomfortable you become, the more you realize how irrelevant these thoughts are, and how you stop obsessing over the little things that you used to think were important. Like, oh, like, what did she say about me? What did he say about me? It doesn't matter. Like, it really does not matter. And you also kind of start respecting yourself more. Like, I don't know, I personally feel best when I do what I say I'm gonna do and have the actions behind me that back up who I think I am and who I believe that I am. So yeah, I'm reaching the end of my walk right now with BB. But yeah, so I do want to end it on a note. I think I went really off track and I got sidetracked, but yeah, it is just problems and well, I wouldn't even call it problems. I feel like that's the wrong word, like the wrong use of language. Just challenges. Like, they might be challenges now, but in a year they won't be challenges. They might be this might be a situation now, but I just have to it is what it is, and I just have to keep moving forward and just controlling what I can control and just continuing moving forward, because the problem that I might have now, or the challenge that I might have now, will not be a challenge in the future. And if I focus day by day on doing the right things, then it's just gonna come naturally. Like, it's just gonna compound naturally, which I think I am consistently doing. Like all these habits that I'm doing, they will compound and they will pay off in the future. So it's just about going and continuing, even when you feel like it's blind, you know? Like, I feel like there's days where I feel like I'm not making progress, where I'm going to the gym, studying, basically kind of living in automatic habits, but yeah, like automatically basically living in a sense where it's like I'm doing all the right habits, but I'm kind of doing them automatically. And there's days where I feel like I'm not making progress, but I guess I just have to remind myself that in the future it will pay off long term. So it is just about putting my feelings aside and just continuing doing this. So yeah, just a short little video today where, I don't know, I kind of wanted to vent. But about definitely my neighbor, because Jesus Christ, guys. But yeah, just overall kind of say what's on my mind and kind of let it out, because I know that if I don't express the way I feel, then it's just all gonna be bottling up inside my head, and I'm gonna be feeling even more anxious. So me kind of talking about it is kind of, and maybe this could have someone who like relates to this, but it is just about moving forward at the end of the day, because only this affects me. Like, this is only, like, this might sound harsh, but like no one really cares that much about what's going on in my personal life or your personal life except yourself. So these excuses that I used to in the past make up for myself, or excuses that you make up for yourself, no one cares except yourself. And that's kind of something that I had to come in terms with, where that's where, because of this, you just have to separate your feelings versus your behaviors. Like, just because I would feel like shit one day does not mean, like, today I felt like shit, I couldn't be asked to go to the gym, but I had to just put my feelings aside, and just because I couldn't be asked to the gym, I still had to go to the gym. So I kind of want to end it on this note, and hopefully, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to look back in a year, but we'll see. So yeah, then just keep on doing what you have to keep on doing. That's kind of what I wanted to say.